The bad boy brand walks into Braintree with one goal, one aim, one road, one focus, and that is to be the next CXW Extreme Champion. He earned the right to challenge for the title back at Extreme 5, where he took out the likes of Alton Thorne and Duffer and B.A. Rose and Michael Caden in an Extreme Rumble to become the #1 contender. Tonight, does the bad boy back the big one?
Fuck you, piece of shit! Old man! He's over. His opponents!
It was in October of last year where Danny Darko became the CXW Extreme Champion, taking out European Deathmatch Hall of Famer Iceman to earn the title. An injury meant this has been a long time coming. Danny Darko's first defense of that championship. There was a lot of leeway when it comes to championship rules and regulations for Danny Darko to hold the title this long, but there is no questioning that Danny Darko was born to compete in this environment. Danny Darko said earlier today he cannot call himself CXW Extreme Champion until he gets this title defense under his belt. Extreme rules against a very ready Joey Naylor. We've seen Joey really step up his game in this environment since the inception of CXW Extreme. But for Danny Darko, I have watched Danny Darko for well over a decade, wrestling in pits of thumbtacks, light tubes, tables and debris. It is a day in the office for Danny Darko, but Joey Naylor, as you saw there, already declaring himself the man. The next time that belt is in his possession, it'll be in the event of a 3 count against Danny Darko. And what a way to get us underway here at CXW Extreme 6. Danny Darko's first defense of that title. And the Institute is up for it, and here we go! Kicking off a huge night of action here at CXW Extreme 6, where we will crown brand new, undisputed CXW Tag Team Champions in our Deathmatch main event. We'll see the first ever tattoo match go down here at the Institute today. But right now, all eyes and all legs on Danny Darko into the chest of Joey Naylor, and Darko gets the metaphorical first blood. Knowing this is CXW, it won't be long till we get the literal first blood as well. What a night we have in store. The first ever tattoo match on the cards tonight. The winner of that match will be the one who tattoos CXW onto the skin permanently of their opponent. Danny Darko, meanwhile, tattooing Joey Naylor with a steel chair to the back. There it is. Darko by name, Darko by reputation. He has gone to some dark places in matches like this one. And Joey Naylor is finding out right now as the Institute front row gets a ringside seat, gets amongst the action. Big chop across the chest of the bad boy. Danny Darko is one of one, walking around this environment where you see the table covered in cans, opened cans, the lacerations that are promised with that device. You see him walking around a ring full of chairs, tables, and carnage, and he's smiling, he's drinking beers. This is his playground. Joey Naylor finding out firsthand what makes Danny Darko double tough. Every scar on the back of Danny Darko is an indication of the kind of wear and tear he is willing to put himself through, but Joey Naylor sees Darko taking a step too long and puts the champ down. Big suplex by Naylor, 2 count only. It has been quite the journey for Joey Naylor to get here tonight, the Extreme Rumble that he won last time at the Institute. Oh, wait. Onto the cans and... Oh, are you kidding me? Darko back first into the cans. Both men feeling the agony of that sickening contraption in the center of the ring. And Joey Naylor, he's felt it once. He's gonna make Danny feel it again. Danny Darko with blood on his back. Oh, puts Joey back into the cans. And second time lucky. All the way to Darko. Oh my God, all the way to Darko. Onto Joey Naylor. Onto those cans. And Darko crowning the #1 contender. You see the lacerations on the back of both Joey Naylor and Danny Darko. The blood running down the back of Darko. Yet more battle scars to that battered back for Naylor. Some fresh wounds in the hardcore war. And Darko, the old Greco-Roman, throw a chair at the guy. I believe Lou Thez used to do that. It was Ed Strangler Lewis's setup move in the Boston Garden that time. And Darko, with his weapon of choice, Darko heading out of the ring now, setting up more plunder outside the ring. This is just the beginning of our action tonight here at the Institute. First ever tattoo match, the CXW title on the line with Leonardo Darwin and Connor Mills. A stinging Neto triple threat match still to come. And we are taking down the ropes and they are taking off the gloves. Franco Fate and Brett Semtex one-on-one in what is going to be an explosive encounter between those two. Talking of explosive, Darko on top, double axe handle! Darko back on top and oh! A little bag at an event like this could be a lot of things. Oh, it's thumbtacks, it's thumbtacks! We have thumbtacks! The Americans call them tacks, the British call them pins. Whatever language you want to use, they are painful. And I think Joey Naylor is a couple of seconds away from being reminded. Naylor having flashbacks to that 100,000 thumbtacks fans as Lumberjacks match that he had at Extreme 2. And oh, gusset board to the chest. strikes, piercing the skin of Naylor. And now Danny gonna drop, no. Naylor pushing back the bad boy. Picking up Darko, Death Valley driver into the tax. Naylor exercising a bit of tax evasion, turning it round and driving Darko through the pins. Look at the blood pouring down the chest of Joey Naylor from that gusset board. Something about seeing your own blood that drives a man like Joey Naylor. But Danny Darko desperately fighting out his suplex attempt. And Naylor into the tax. And the look on Naylor's face says it all. Naylor getting the shoulder up, but you've got to believe the act of getting the shoulder up is twice as painful when you've had bits of tin and pins sticking into your back. We saw Darko around the ringside area before we opened today, and no doubt placing plunder in the form of light tubes. There are 3 places that you are guaranteed to see light tubes: an electrical wholesalers convention, a branch of Homebase, and CXW Extreme. But I'm gonna wager that the latter is going to be used for very different reasons to the former 2. Crowning Joey Naylor. Naylor returning the favor, and both men are down. We knew that this was going to be extreme. It's the Extreme Championship. It's what it's made of. It says exactly what it does on the tin. Darko introducing light tubes here tonight at Extreme 6, and I don't think it'll be for the last time. Emerald Frozen into the tubes. Joey looks out. Big elbow drop. Keep it simple. Look at the smile on the face of Danny Darko. Well and truly in his element here. Oh my God. Are you kidding me? Darko trying to scalp Joey Naylor with half a light tube. And just rubbing the remnants of the tacks and the tubes into the back of Joey Naylor. The middle of the ring looking like a death zone right now. And Joey Naylor maybe looking to send Danny Darko to it. Darko just absorbing strikes from Joey Naylor now. Now Joey Naylor setting up Darko. TKO in to the light tubes and the tax. Is that gonna be enough? 2 count only, and Joey Naylor can't believe it. Naylor thought he nailed it, but Darko gets that shoulder up again. Now Darko makes his way onto the apron as Joey arms himself with a light tube that could change his fate here. Three ways to use a light tube from Danny Darko. Oh my God, Danny picking up Joey. Oh my God, what's he thinking? Welcome back to CXW, Danny Darko. First title defense, successful. And now Danny Darko, true to his word, will call himself the CXW Extreme Champion. Hell of a showing by Joey Naylor. But Darko is singing when he's winning. And now the reign of Darko is in the light and can begin in earnest. And that is how we kick off CXW Extreme here at the Institute in Braintree. Tonight, someone will leave tattooed and defeated, and we will guarantee to have brand new tag team champions. A huge night in Braintree coming up with CXW, and it all kicks off with the Light Beer King going deep and dark to leave as CXW Extreme Champion. The gold standard stepping into extreme territory here, former CPW champion for our other promotion. Less titles and more terror in a triple threat unlike any you will have ever seen. About to go down as CXW Extreme 6. Brandishing a handful of Ortica Dioica, better known to you and I mere mortals as Stinging Nettles. Tonight, the heavy nettle Alton Thorn introduces us to a very unique brand of hardcore action. His brainchild. By design, this is going to be a match that is going to leave three competitors not just sore, but itching and bleeding. This will not be for the faint-hearted. As if we didn't have enough bags of Stinging Nettles, Alton Thorn brings some from his own garden. Bringing plastic Thor plunder to the Institute. Tim Lee rounding out this very unique triple threat. We have got pro wrestling excellence in JJ Gold. We have got hardcore deathmatch extremities from Alton Thorn. And we've got all the good stuff that Tim Lee is. Great ovation for Tim Lee. On a personal note, first time calling a Tim Lee match. I am excited to do it under such unusual circumstances. Triple threat rules, but the extra caveat is being poured into the center of the ring by Alton Thorn. Enough stinging nettles to make an entire batch of stinging nettle tea for an army, but they're not making tea, they're making bloody memories here in Braintree. And this kicks off fast. JJ Gold throwing caution to the wind, fighting over the stinging nettles for Tim Lee. Here comes Thorn, and he dropped toe holds into the nettles. And these three getting very relatable pains. And Tim Lee avoided JJ Gold. Ripcord. And Lee now working over JJ Gold. Steel chair covered in stinging nettles to the bare back of the Gold Standard. Making a double. Gold regretting not wearing a shirt tonight. And that's Thorn. Oh my God! Straight into the eyes of Tim Lee. Well, if Tim has OBS issues next time he streams on Twitch, it's because he got stinging nettles in his eyes. There's Alton Thorn with a slam with the chair onto JJ Gold. We were never sure what to expect from a stinging nettle match, but I guess it's this. Tim Lee driven back first into the steel, into the nettles. And now another bag of stinging nettles being introduced to a match that I think no doubt should be sponsored by aloe vera. Oh my God, across the back of Alton Thorn. No! Alton Thorn blinded by the nettles. DDT'd. Oh my God, get that man some aloe vera immediately. JJ Gold and Tim Thorn fighting in the center of the ring now. Beautiful spinning wheel kick by the king of comedy style. No laughing matter about landing in stinging nettles as JJ Gold keeps fighting out. And here comes Tim. You say you want revolution. Lee up top. Oh, wait a minute. Are you kidding me? Plastic fork plunder into the guts of Tim Lee by Alton Thorn. And Thorn dropping Gold.
Oh, I'm itching like a motherfucker.
These three putting themselves through pain of a very different kind. Oh, what? No, not down there! Not down there! That is going to swell up, but not in a good way. German suplex. And Gold quickly makes the cover. 2 count only. Tim Lee's going to need someone to rub something on that later, but right now, this one continues. Gold sizing up. Alton Thorn in the corner. Oh, driven into that chair. Thorn moving out of the way. was brief, but it was painful for all three involved. Blood, sweat, and stinging nettles, and Alton Thorn wears the crown. An architect of anarchy, bringing the stinging nettle match to Braintree. And you gotta wonder what depths, as he eats the goddamn nettles, what depths could Alton Thorn plunder here in CXW? In a land of extreme, Alton Thorn, hellbound and all, proves once again just how goddamn tough he is. And we are just getting started here tonight in Braintree. I tell you what, the Extreme Deathmatch in our main event for the undisputed Tag Team Championships will not be for the faint-hearted. But coming up next, we are taking down the ropes, and Brett Semtex and Franco Fate are taking off the gloves. No rope deathmatch coming up here at CXW Extreme 6. Big ovation for the CXW Women's Champion, the one and only Millie McKenzie. It was back in August of last year. She ended Nina Samuel's near 2-year reign on top of the women's division at CXW. But if you've been following Millie McKenzie's story away from CXW, you'll know that her career is in a very precautious place, and I think if you've been following her online, there may be no surprises as to what we're going to hear, but we are going to hear now from Millie McKenzie.
Championship, and I don't know when or if I ever will be able to come back. So I would just like to thank you all for supporting me. And thank you to Paris. Thank you to everyone.
Oh, come on. Well, Millie McKenzie seemingly about to vacate the CXW Women's Championship, and we're being interrupted by Franco Fate. We're not long away from seeing Franco Fate in action against Brett Semtex. No rope deathmatch, and it's Franco's deal interrupting Millie. Well, the disrespect to the CXW Women's title. Get fucked, Franco.
The same old sob story. Oh, thank you, fans. Thank you, insert promoter here. So how about I do you a favour? Just get that fuck out of my room. Actually, better still. There's a front row seat right there. Why don't you go sit with all the other stinky cunts?
Disrespect shown to Millie McKenzie, and well, Brett Semtex is not going to stand for the disrespect we just saw to Millie, and here comes Brett Semtex. No introductions, we're getting started. No road deathmatch. It's Semtex and Franco Fate and Brett, a powder keg unloading on Franco. Oh, Franco with his MMA chops without a shadow of a doubt, but he's in there with Brett Semtex, K1 kickboxing champion. A cross sports athlete, kickboxer, pro wrestler, all badass. And he is fit to explode here on Franco Fate. What are you thinking if you're Franco Fate when you know that you've got someone like Brett Semtex, who is a human tinderbox? Why would you do anything to get him even more wound up? But then he did it, and we're getting underway, and Franco renting an apartment in the head of Brett Semtex. Maybe it's a mind games thing, and these two started off with strikes, and Brett invited Franco in. Shades of blood sport here, ropes are down, and everything goes. It's an extreme blood fight, you could call it, as Franco Fate unloads on Semtex, and Semtex reverses it. Our British top team represented here is Semtex, just strikes away at the head of Franco Fate. The match will end via submission or stoppage. The referee believes that one of these two has had enough. He will call the action as he sees it. If one of these two tap out, that ends the match as well. I can't see Franco Fate or Brett Semtex giving up, and Franco has been bust wide open by those strikes from Brett Semtex. Semtex lighting up Franco. And Franco having to take a beat here. Franco feeling the consequences of his actions. We know that Brett was spoiling for a fight to begin with, as we know there's a potted history with these two. And Franco really added some fuel to the fire with his comments to Millie McKenzie. The referee checking on Franco Fate. This could be over before it starts. Franco is just stalling here, just trying to shake the cobwebs. But he is bringing light tubes into the action. No disqualifications. Anything goes. Oh, it's Semtex punching the light tube into Franco's face. German suplex. And when Semtex starts busting out these German suplexes, oh, Franco giving as good as he gets here. Oh, spear by Semtex. Franco rattled, and Semtex is in hot pursuit here. And the CXW faithful getting behind Brett Semtex. Wait, as is Franco, who drives Semtex into the ring post. Breaking the action for Franco Fate here, who's just sent Brett crashing into that steel post. Look at the blood on the face, the crimson mask, to use a cliche, being worn by Franco Fate here. And the blood of Franco Fate, wait, no, I was going to say the blood of Franco Fate all over Brett Semtex. The blood of Brett Semtex all over Brett Semtex. As these two strike at each other outside the ring. Semtex has had that strike to the head from the steel post. It's clearly rattled him here, trying to get back into the fight. Oh, the entire first 4 rows of CXW clearing a path for these two warriors to battle through. As they take it onto the stage of the Institute, Brett Semtex and Franco Fate. This is a dangerous place up there. You've got props and weaponry and hardcore plunder. You've got our hard camp setup, our technical area. Not really a place designated for guys to fight, but I ain't gonna tell Franco Fate and Brett Semtex what to do. And Franco is just bearing down on Semtex here. Franco choking out Brett Semtex with that chair. Anything and everything goes. The ropes came down, but that didn't mean they had to stay in the ring. If anything, encouraged them to get out of it. No rope deathmatch. Onto the stage here at CXW Extreme 6. Oh, Semtex. The blood pouring out of the face of Franco, who reverses the slam. Running power slam, maybe. No. Brett returns the favor in kind, and here comes Franco. Oh, Franco. Both these two jockeying for position. And Semtex driving Franco into those chairs. A back and forth battle on the stage with Semtex getting the win. Oh, wait, whoa. Barbed wire table. And we know some of these items across the ringside and the staging area, they're on standby for our main event, for our Extreme Deathmatch. We know that much. But I guess Brett Semtex says possession is 9/10 of the law. I'm having this now. And look at the blood pouring from the face of Franco Fate. The crimson dripping out of Franco. Franco Fate losing a lot of blood. Oh my God, look at the blood pour out of the face of Franco Fate. We thought these two had done all they could in that Taipei Deathmatch at Extreme 5. But as we are learning, that was just the tip of the iceberg. Semtex grabbing a chair and just heading for higher ground here. Franco rather, Semtex grabbing as many chairs as he can. Franco trying to keep some distance. Franco knows he's losing a lot of blood, and when you lose a lot of blood, your senses are dulled, and you're almost running on adrenaline at this point. And the red mist has descended, and Franco has taken out Semtex with a steel chair. Oh, we knew this was going to be deeply bloody and personal, but I don't think we expected this much, and we are back to the striking game between these two. Oh, Franco and Semtex dropping bombs here. Onto those open wounds on each other's heads as well. Oh, big kick to Semtex. Oh, that punch. That punch. Nothing held back here as Semtex. Wait, Franco with this reverse choke, the rear naked choke. Oh, Brett's got his hands up. Brett is desperately trying to stop the hands being clenched. He turns it into a crossface with the debris from that light tube underneath Franco Fate. Oh, wrenching back on that open cut as well. Oh, look at this, Franco turns it into an ankle lock. Great presence of mind despite the blood loss from Franco Fate. Franco sent crashing outside the ring. But as you can see by Semtex there, and Brett knows the damage is done. Franco Fate caught a little glimpse there of Semtex just holding his ankle there. It looks like the damage is done from that ankle lock. Wasn't on for long, but was on hard enough and long enough to cause damage. Well, both these men just worn out from this blood feud. But wait, Franco with a light tube! Crowning Brett Semtex! And Franco introducing more light tubes into this no-rope deathmatch. And that landed straight across the head of Brett Semtex. Exploded on impact. You've got to believe some of that went in the eyes of Semtex. Brett being powered up by those light tube shots. Adrenaline is one hell of a drug. Semtex disarming Franco. Light tube across the back, and Franco unloads. Shattered light tubes, broken bodies in the center of Braintree. Oh wait, what's Franco do? Franco feint, no way, off the apron, looking for a pile driver. Oh, Semtex fights out of it. As the blood continues to drip like a goddamn tap out of the head of Franco feint. Stopped by Semtex into the light tubes. It won't close the cut on the head of Franco, but it might seal the fate of Franco in this no-rope deathmatch. Well, Semtex, you can see the cogs turning in that maniacal head of his. He's seen outside the ring that barbed wire table. Is he gonna? Is he gonna? Oh, Franco fights out low blow by Franco feint. And Franco feint now. Oh, try it again. In position! Pile driver through the barbed wire table! Yeah, what they said! Oh my God! Franco feint, pulling barbed wire out of his skin. Brett Semtex driven head first through the table. Oh, Millie McKenzie mocking Franco feint there, who is a bloody and battered mess, but Semtex, who went head down first through that table to the floor of the Institute. Semtex might be done. Oh God, Semtex is barely moving here. Franco feint. Franco maneuvering Brett Semtex into the ring. What more can these two do? Franco feint's face and head. A bloody map of destruction. Blood in the eyes that are staring straight at Brett Semtex with nothing but hatred as he takes Semtex down. And what handcuffs? Franco's got handcuffs. And this is as legal as a headlock in a match like this. Franco feint applying handcuffs to Brett Semtex. Evil intentions by Franco feint, who has been bloodied and battered throughout this encounter, and now he's taking Brett Semtex's striking game away, and he does so with blood pouring out of his head like it's a faucet. Oh, and Semtex now. He is in the ring with one of wrestling's most dangerous men, and he can't hit back, and he can't defend himself. The ref has got to step in at some point. This wrestling match about to become an execution. Oh my God. Semtex cannot defend himself from these light tube shots. All Brett can do is absorb and brace, and Franco Fate is having his wicked way with Semtex. And Franco asking the referee to ask Brett if he has had enough. The ref administering a 10 count on Semtex. Referee's jurisdiction here, knockout, tap out, or if Semtex does not answer the 10 count, this one is, oh my God, now the steps. Now the steps to get into the ring. And the cuffs are broken. Brett Semtex broken out of the handcuffs. A defiant middle finger, enraging Franco Fate. Oh my God. Brett's face, Brett's head on the steps like a chopping block. Wait, Millie McKenzie. Millie's in there. Oh, Millie has not been cleared to wrestle. Millie stepping in. Oh, wait, no, Franco, no. Millie's not cleared. Millie's not cleared. You son of a bitch.
What are you doing? Take the fuck out of one.
Franco Fate has taken this too goddamn far. Oh my God.
The referee has stopped the fight and awarded the match to Franco Fate.
Unimaginable darkness from Franco Fate. His face is red with blood, but he might as well be the devil. Franco Fate may have just ended 2 careers here tonight in Braintree. Millie McKenzie has barely moved since taking that pile driver into the light tubes, and Semtex is out cold from the coldest chair shot I have ever seen. Oh, when Semtex comes round, if Semtex comes round, there is going to be a target on the back of, oh look, God, Franco Fate plunging unimaginable depths here tonight. He picked up the victory and earned himself a first-class ticket straight to hell with his actions. Franco Fate victorious at any cost here at CXW.
Should we get cracking again? Let's do it. We've had chips, we've had drinks, we've had other substances, and we are ready for our next contest, which is a CPW versus CXW inter-promotional match.
celebration here at the Institute for Duffer, one of their own from CPW. Won that title from JJ Gold, and it rocked and shocked the Institute when that happened. Very much feels like one of their own coming good in Duffer. Tonight the boat is going to get rocked by one of wrestling's most impressive families. He was the second ever CXW champion, defeating Jackson Arrow all the way back in April of 2022. He dominated CXW for 351 days until family came a knocking and Zach Zodiac took the title. Oh, the disrespect by Ricky Knight Jr. towards CPW, just throwing Duffer's title on the ground. Oh, that is what this inter-promotional battle is all about. CXW, CPW. Ricky Knight Jr. back in an Extreme ring. Stepping in there with very much the future of certified pro wrestling. And it says it all, doesn't it? It says it all. We are here at CXW Extreme 6. We have one of the most dominant CXW champions of all time back in a CXW ring after a long sabbatical. But the crowd are firmly behind the CPW guy, the face of CPW, the reigning CPW champion, the man forged in the CPW training school. In his biggest test to date, oh, Ricky Knight swinging, and Duffer strikes back, and the smile on the face of Ricky Knight Jr. says it all. A third-generation professional wrestler, Rowdy Ricky Knight, the patriarch of the Knight family, forging a path in British wrestling that his kids and his grandkids and his further flung family members have continued on. And Ricky Knight Jr. swinging, and Duffer again lighting up RKJ with that chop. Somewhat of a stalemate so far. It feels like Ricky Knight Jr. is testing the mettle of Duffer. And Duffer swinging with a chop that didn't quite land. And oh, Ricky Knight giving him a lesson there. And here comes Duffer. Looking to duff the face in of Ricky Knight Jr. But RKJ fighting back on this one. Across the ring, and here comes Duffer. Biggest test of this young man's career so far. Cover. 2 count only. Early days, early doors in this match for the Viking and the Killer. Oh wait, Ricky Knight with a roll-up miss. Oh, swing and a miss with that schoolboy. Swing and a miss with that lariat. Big boot misses too. Round these two go. Big drop kick by Ricky Knight Jr. that rocks Duffer. Ricky realizing now that he's He's going to be tested here. Big test for both of these guys. And oh, now Duffer just ripping the shirt. Getting his shirt ripped, rather, by Ricky Knight Jr. It is a slap that resonated across the Institute. This is a true test for the Viking right now. Ricky Knight Jr. maybe thought for a second he might be coming in as the home favorite. It's a CXW audience as opposed to CPW. Two promotions in one family, but very different ideologies, and maybe Ricky thought his homecoming would be more welcomed. Well, maybe he doesn't give a damn. Oh, the same way he doesn't give a damn about the balls of Duffer. Handful of Duffer's little Duffers there. Disrespect by RKJ and slammed onto the cold, hard Institute floor. We've seen a lot of fluids spilt on that floor here tonight. And Ricky almost insulting here. Just taking a pipe from one of the CXW faithful and just happily taking a moment. Oh, and now Duffer getting the pipe thrown in his face. True disrespect by Ricky Knight Jr. and Duffer is not going to allow it. And that beer from the bar may have opened the floodgates for Duffer as he bounces Ricky Knight Jr.'s head off of the turnbuckle post. Chops aplenty in this inter-promotional match between CPW and CXW. Could be a test of metal for Duffer and for Ricky Knight Jr., who has, I believe, the blood of Franco Fate on his leg from that previous no-rope deathmatch war that we just saw. These two in dangerous territory here. Jockeying for position. Big suplex by RKJ. And down goes Duffer. And Ricky throwing Duffer off the stage. Back amongst the CXW faithful now. Well, what we're seeing here could be very much a preview of Battle Squads 2, Saturday the 15th of August at the Ipswich Dome. You'll see CXW and CPW going head-to-head in some huge showcase matches. Get your tickets at cxwrestling.com right now. And here's Duffer fighting for CPW here. And a big kick to the head from Ricky Knight Jr. Drop kick takes Duffer back down once again. It is that intense deathmatch energy of CXW versus the pride and the passion of CPW, and a cover from RKJ, and Duffer says no. into promotional battle, but it's so much more than that for Duffer. For the Viking, it is a true test of what all of this, all of his work, his progress, his grind in CPW has led to this moment against Ricky Knight Jr. And here comes Ricky Knight Jr., the killer, looking for the killer blow, and Duffer fighting back here. Duffer on the move, moonsault misses, but Ricky eats a clothesline, make it a double. Switched out, it's out to the outside. Here comes Duffer. Spear through the ropes by Duffer. 2 count only by Duffer, trying to get the Institute back on side. You can hear the love for Duffer. This crowd have watched this young man grow up in front of them. They know what this match means to him. The title may not be on the line, but there's a lot on the line for Duffer. Here he comes. Oh wait, Ricky Knight Jr. counters the pop-up powerbomb. Kick to the head of Duffer. Duffer catches with a super kick. Off the ropes, here it comes. Pop up, powerbomb. Cover him, Duffer. Just a 2, just a 2. This match continues. And Duffer, desperate to get the fans on side, looking for that one big move to put Ricky Knight Jr. away. Oh, Ricky stops the rot there, kick to the head. Looking for the driver, doesn't quite land it. Ricky Knight Jr. eats a spear from Duffer. Cover! 0.99 on that 2. But not enough for this young Viking. We had a feeling this could be a show stealer. It's turning into it. Stopped by Duffer. But he's not able to capitalize on it. And Ricky Knight Jr. showing the wrestling wherewithal, the generational wrestling skill to roll to the side of the ring and avoid a pinfall attempt. But Duffer's got to be thinking something bigger here on the apron. He joins Ricky Knight Jr. CPW on the left, CXW on the right. 2 phenomenal young British wrestling talents fighting on the apron here at the Institute in Braintree. And we are back to those chops from the beginning of this showdown. Knight with a knee. Up on the shoulders, oh my God. Dangerous place for Duffer to be. Oh my God! Death Valley driver onto the hardest part of the goddamn ring. And Ricky Knight Jr. goes up. And Ricky Knight Jr. comes down. Oh wait, coup de grace. Duffer moves. Duffer avoided that killer blow. Strikes one of his own with the stomp. Oh! And Duffer signaling for a revolution which may begin on the top rope and will end with a 3 count. Duffer up top, moonsault, Ricky moves, Ricky moves, Ricky strikes. And RKJ ascends, coup de grace. And the Viking falls on his sword. No! Duffer survives. But Ricky wastes no time. Dropped on his head, and that'll do it. was a favourite going into this one without a shadow of a doubt, but the look on his face says it all. He was in a war that I don't think he was expecting from a talent like Duffer. Heck of a match here at Extreme 6. Oh wait, what's Ricky got in mind here? What's Ricky thinking? Oh, Ricky with that CPW title, he disrespected it earlier. And the killer certifies the certified pro wrestling champion. Great show of respect by Ricky Knight Jr. in this inter-promotional match at CXW Extreme 6.
But right now, we turn back to CXW because the following contest is for the CXW Heavyweight!
True Grit enters the Institute. One of the finest technical wrestlers on the scene today, who has honed his craft not just on this green and pleasant land, but he has taken it across Europe, to Japan, to America, and tonight here in Braintree, he looks to add gold to his resume. You could say one of the best tag team wrestlers around as well. Multiple-time tag team champion with the likes of Jay Joshua, Nico Angelo, and Michael Oku. But he is a man standing alone tonight, and he stands opposite the last heel in professional wrestling. He is the only three-time CXW heavyweight champion in history. In his wake, he has left a resume of British wrestling legends. Zack Sodia, Shah Samuels, Big Effin' Show, Johnny Storm, Saxon Huxley, all have fallen and had their gold ambitions spoiled by the unethical, undesirable, but undeniable CXW heavyweight champion. The man who calls himself the last heel. He makes it a life ambition to get under the skin of every single wrestling fan more than any other. Tonight, he can talk a game, but can he out-wrestle the likes of Connor Mills? A challenge that Leonardo Darwin has never faced. We are moments away from finding out. 11/11/2021, Jackson Arrow became the first ever CXW heavyweight champion on a cold night in Colchester. On the first ever CXW show. He set the page, he set the pace for a night like this. Ricky Knight Jr., Zach Zodiac, Johnny Storm, Paul Robinson, and 3 times Leonardo Darwin have held that title. Now the story in this one all comes down to what happens now that bell has rung. Leonardo Darwin, an incredible wrestler, goes without saying, 3 times CXW champion, doesn't happen by accident. But he's in there with Connor Mills, who is a different breed when it comes to professional wrestling. It's going to be a clash of styles. It is a first time anywhere, and it is happening right now in the Institute. Down goes Leonardo Darwin early on as the leg so the recording halted. I think it glitched, so I'm just stopping it there and I'm rebooting it at 7:04. We've got Connor Mills holding on to the arm of Leonardo Darwin. 7:04, re-beginning in 3, 2, 1, go. Connor wrenching on the hand of Leonardo Darwin here. Darwin back to his feet, but Darwin straight back down. Mills with a roll-up, cover 2. Oh, look, Darwin attempted to roll back through. No luck, both men back to their feet. Leonardo Darwin looking a bit rattled, I might say. And Darwin and Connor Mills, collar and elbow tie up. We saw how Darwin got affected by this match. We saw him at the CXW hub, kidnapping Paris, tying him up, reading him the riot act. Drop kick from Connor Mills sends the champ scurrying. Darwin is taking a beat at this point. I think Darwin knows he is in for a battle here against Connor Mills. And what a CXW debut this would be for Connor Mills, arriving as a huge reputation built behind him. Look at that now. Bending back the fingers at Leonardo Darwin. Mills, I would say, wait, here comes Darwin, rolls through, and Darwin reversing the polarity. But Mills knows a million ways out of these keyholes. And down goes Darwin once again, and Mills is just tying Leonardo Darwin in knots. Not in a sexy way, like Leonardo Darwin normally likes. Which is perfectly fine, by the way. And look at this, legs pulled back by Darwin, courtesy of Connor Mills. That elevated leg lock by Mills. And Mills is letting Darwin think about it a little bit here. Oh, Darwin having a terrible time in there with Mills. 2 middle fingers, not up, but pushed back into the back of Darwin. Oh, Mills stomping on the legs of Darwin. May have shattered both his knees there. Well, not the start to the match that Leonardo Darwin was hoping for. Connor Mills comes with quite the reputation as one of the greatest technical wrestlers of a generation. Darwin's finding that out right now. Headlock tied in to Connor Mills, and I do not want to discount Leonardo Darwin, who is still a strong wrestler, but Connor Mills somehow has an answer for every question that Darwin is presenting to him. Handstand breaks the hold, and Darwin slips back into that front headlock. Both to their feet, Mills whips Darwin. And neither man go down, and a big boulder shoulder takes Darwin down. Swing and a miss by Mills. Oh, and his head pulled straight to the canvas. Darwin off the right. Darwin looking for something there, but Mills beat him to it. Takedown. Oh, Mills invited Darwin in and embarrassed him. Just keeps inviting him in to grab a hold, and Mills is just outclassing Leonardo Darwin at every turn here. Technical excellence on show, but only a 2 count. I have seen Leonardo Darwin in some spicy situations with the CXW title on the line. There's no tables, there's no chairs, no ladders, no blood, just Connor Mills with the technical precision that might just cause a change in the landscape of CXW. Pulling on the hair there. Referee's discretion pulling on that hair of Leonardo Darwin. Just a 2 count there. Pressure just piling on. And look at this now, just burying that elbow into the foot of Darwin and just pushing the foot in a direction it is not supposed to go. Such a departure from what you'd expect from CXW Extreme, but this is extreme in its own right. There is an extreme amount of pressure, extreme amount of pain, extreme amount of technical excellence on show by Connor Mills, who is contorting and twisting the limbs of Darwin. And there's a ruthlessness to Mills, as you saw there. And now Mills, signature move out of that corner, and oh, Darwin saw that one coming, hobbles out of the way, can't get away quick enough, eats a forearm from Mills, who's already up the top, and oh, Darwin going back to the classics, knocking that top rope, catching Connor Mills in the particulars and slowing down the pace. Oh, here comes Darwin running up top there and hurling Mills off the top. It was effective. Cover. And this is probably the first time in this match that Darwin has an opening, and Darwin's going to capitalize. Darwin going to get down and dirty here. Darwin fighting Connor on the outside, banging Mills' head into the turnbuckle post. Well, these two jockeying for position outside the ring. Darwin bouncing Mills once again. And dropped onto the hardest part of the ring by the last heel. And Mills collapsing onto the floor here at the Institute. And Darwin will gladly take a count out here. No issues from Darwin taking a count out. Oh, but Connor breaks the fall, breaks the count up. This match continues. And, oh my God, Darwin hurling Mills into that turnbuckle. Just a 2 count. And Darwin with a suplex. Lands it perfectly, keeps the hold on. Shades of Eddie Guerrero looking for the trifecta. Oh, but Fisherman's Buster to round it out. 2 vertical, 1 Fisherman's, a 2 count only off of 3 suplexes. Mills holding the shoulder there. Darwin has done the damage in this CXW title match. And Darwin is going to try and maintain this control against Mills, and a chop to the chest of Mills, I think might have woken Connor Mills up. Striking once again across the chest, and Mills shakes it off. Oh, ho, ho, ho. Those heavy chops onto Darwin. Oh, Darwin with a thumb in the eye. Classic Darwin, a thumb in the eye, and once again, he is back in control. Oh, the first part of this match, I genuinely thought Darwin would not have an escape route against Connor Mills, but somehow the 3-time CXW champion perseveres and pelvic thrusts his way back into the fight. Big leg, but he gets just a 2. Wearing down Connor Mills, this is what Darwin does. Oh, look at this submission move of his own, looking for the sharpshooter. Darwin trying to apply. Wait, no, mixing it up. Oh, into a stomp. Tease the sharpshooter. Stomp the head of Mills. Mills fires up at 1. Mills fires up at 1. This is what true grit is all about. And catching Darwin as he attempts to springboard. Darwin made the mistake of turning his back on Connor Mills. And now in the tree of woe. Emphasis on the woe as Mills starts to drive those kicks into the back of the head of Darwin. A gutsy performance as Connor Mills fights back into this one, and Darwin shuts him down. Just a 2 count there. Mills desperately trying to find his way back into the match now. +200 days as CXW heavyweight champion for Leonardo Darwin on his 3rd reign as Mills gets body slammed in the center of the ring. Darwin heading up. But just took a second too long, and Mills avoids the impact. Connor Mills riling now, fighting back into this one. Oh, look at that figure 4 leg hook, dropping the legs of Darwin. Oh, big uppercuts, elbow pad off, true grit mode on, and Mills now wailing away on the CXW champion. Didn't miss this time. charging into the corner. European uppercut followed by a drop kick. And Connor Mills on the move here. Big stalling drop kick. The shotgun shot that made because they may put a bullet in this title reign, but it's a stay of execution for Darwin, but not for long. Ankle lock applied by Connor Mills. Darwin makes the ropes and Connor pulls away. Darwin just desperate, driving Mills into that bottom rope. Break it out just quick enough to avoid long-term damage. Big spear by the champ. Cover. That was a deep cover and a deep kick out by the challenger. One hell of a CXW heavyweight championship clash here at Extreme 6. Darwin just rattled the cage of Connor Mills. And he's coming out striking. Those palm strikes across the head of Darwin. And Darwin turns it back round, but Mills breaks the choke. Soccer kick to the back of Darwin and to the front for good measure. But wait, Darwin grabs the foot. Darwin grabs the foot. Palm strike. And a Les Callan lariat! 2 count only off the Les Callan special. World of sport leads to a world of pain for Darwin and an opportunity for Connor Mills, who may have bust his ear at this point. Mills holding his ear, checking his earlobe. Some of those palm strikes from Darwin may have bust his eardrum. And that is going to throw his entire game plan off if Darwin has indeed ruptured the eardrum of Connor Mills. Well, you've been there. You know when your ears pop when you're on a flight, all of a sudden your equilibrium is off. And that is the last thing that Connor Mills needs at this point, is to be slightly off his focus. Fisherman suplex, hooked by Mills, but Darwin fights out of it. Darwin bearing down, but not for long as he's dropped over the top rope. Oh, Darwin going low there. Going low twice to get him a bit of distance from Mills. Super kick. Straight into the pedigree. Perfectly landed in the center of the ring. Darwin has done it again. No! Kick out by Connor Mills. And this banger of a CXW championship match continues. Darwin first to his feet here. Mills biting on his necklace there, that gold chain, to kind of help stave off some of the pain as Darwin looks, oh my God, Darwin looking to land a pedigree on the apron. And Mills sees that coming. Mills doing everything he can to fight out of it. Mills powers up. Oh, a huge headbutt, cracking Darwin, who responds with a chop. Chops to the chest, back and forth, these two, beetroot red. Both men playing anything you can do, I can do better. One kick for another, tit for tat, chop for chop, kick for kick, all for the CXW heavyweight title. Big one to rock and shock Darwin. Darwin returns. Oh my God, a lariat sending Darwin over the top. Darwin on the move, knocking Connor to the floor. Is Darwin looking for a suicide plancha? No! Met by a boot by Mills. And this is the opportunity Connor Mills has waited for. Darwin, kick to the head by Connor Mills, and true grit, dropping the champ. The cover. Somehow, Darwin perseveres. And Connor Mills is thinking, I've got to do something big here to put Darwin down. To stop the evolution of Darwin, Connor Mills is ascending. Here comes Mills, Darwin moves, Darwin moves. Darwin moves again.
Welcome to CXW.
Back stabber. Darwin with the cover. And still not enough. Darwin's face told the entire story there. What has he got to do to keep Connor from coming back? Oh, this might be what it takes. Well, Darwin with the CXW Championship belt. At this point, Darwin happy to get himself disqualified against Connor Mills. Our ref stepping in there. But the ref, oh, low blow. Connor counters into the ankle lock. Center of the ring. Darwin nowhere to go. Darwin can't reach the ropes. And the crowd calling for the demise of Darwin. Oh, but wait, Darwin's got the title. Oh, the ref takes the title back from Darwin. Darwin tapped, but the ref didn't see it. Well, Darwin tapped out in the ankle lock. Frustration bubbling for Connor Mills. Oh. Low blow by Darwin. Damn it. Backstabber. And the last heel. No. Connor fighting up. Kicking out at 0.5 second. Backstabber. And the last heel prevails. It took a couple of cheat codes, but nonetheless, the last heel prevails in one of the toughest CXW title defenses of his third tenure. He is hobbling, but he is standing tall. Still the CXW heavyweight champion, put to the test against one of the best. And whether you love it, whether you hate it, whether you loathe it, Darwin, one way or another, whether it's a hobble or not, he will walk out of Braintree, still the CXW heavyweight champion. And once again, Darwin, the last heel, outlasts the best in British wrestling. This is gonna be violent. This is gonna be gruesome. And it is gonna leave at least one of these men with a permanent reminder of this night. The first ever tattoo match taking place here in Braintree. Here at CXW Extreme 6. And that is a man who has felt the needle and is not afraid of the ink. Mordecai Shaw. Over 7 foot of him. Stepping into a history-making match, and there are the tools of destruction or defeat.
And his opponent.
A man oh so familiar with body ink. By day, he is a tattoo artist, but when the night falls, we get this demonic creature in his place. A violent nightmare in the form of Tomby. When a tattoo match was pitched, Tomby front of the line, and he said, come one, come all, and the size of the man he's facing. Good job he ain't afraid of ink. History being made here in Braintree. The first ever tattoo, should you be intrigued, was over 5,300 years ago. Ötzi the Iceman was discovered, having passed away over 5,300 years ago. And his body had very simple early tattoo markings on. You could say this one is over 5,000 years in the making. And Mordecai Shaw showing no fear, and Tomby staring at this monster of a man. And we are underway here. First ever tattoo match. No pinfalls, no countouts, no disqualifications, no submissions. The only way you win is if you tattoo the letters CXW anywhere on your opponent. And Tomby is taking this tree of a man down, and he wants to get this done early. Shoulder to shoulder, hidden like a boulder. And he's begging for more from Tomby. Is Mordecai Shaw. And this Redwood ain't going down. Oh, drop kick and a big boot simultaneously. But it's Shaw that's up first, and immediately going back to it. Wait, Tomby turns it around, sending Shaw to the floor. Oh, and if I were in the front row, there's some smiles on the faces of the front row, but I would not be smiling with him fronting me. And here comes Tomby. Tomby looking to take this big man off his feet once again, and oh my God, caught in mid-air by Mordecai Shaw, and Shaw driven into the turnbuckle post. This is a happy playground for Tomby. And he's now oh my God! Those skewers sure this tattoo paraphernalia is going to be put to some masochistic use. So far, Tomby is really establishing some dominance, not put off by the size of Mordecai Shaw as he sent crashing into the front row. And that is Tomby's trademark barbed wire baseball bat in the guts and across the back of Mordecai Shaw. Welcome to Tomby's playground here. And now working over the leg, driving that bat. Terrifying man in all of CXW is Tomby. And I believe this is his first night on the books. And he's truly establishing himself here in this first time ever encounter. Drop kick off the top and the big man is down. Now Mordecai Shaw trying to get back into this one. In the face of that tattoo gun. Here comes Mordecai Shaw. Chokeslam countered by Tomby. And Shaw is reaching for the tattoo gun. Oh, Shaw can get it done here. Shaw looking to tattoo Tomby. And Tomby kneecapping the big man Shaw. Tommy, look at this. Tommy just stabbing the head of Shaw here. And this has been 90% Tommy. Look at the blood running down the head of Mordecai Shaw. And Shaw with a desperation boot to the head. Gives himself a bit of time. Look at him pulling those skewers out of his head. And the blood flowing, he's wiping it on his own attire. I remember watching that video with Tomby working out the Hive tattoo parlor. The smile on his face, talking about the violence he was bringing to CXW Extreme. And right now he's about to feel it. Oh my God, that gusset plate, to the head of Tomby. Doesn't count as a tattoo, but it's piercing to say the least. And Shaw on the move now, big boot. And a claret, Mordecai Shaw heading to that table of tattooing paraphernalia. And with Tomby in an unfortunate tree of woe, maybe about to have 3 words tattooed. Wait, no, Tomby fights out of it. Oh, desperation, drop toe hold, the only wrestling hold that you'll see in a match like this. This kind of violence, both men bloodied and battered. This isn't wrestling, this is endurance, this is insanity, this is history being made. Desperation move there by Mordecai Shaw to slow down Tomby. Shaw, a CPW original, a monster well and truly reborn. Here in a match like this is the biggest test for this CPW graduate to date, staring into the eyes of this monster Tomby, who is going to work with that baseball bat covered in barbed wire. And more of those skewers, those metal spikes, but Shaw, desperate to find out it, and now he's just piercing the skin, just stabbing away. More puncture wounds for this monstrous Mordecai Shaw. Tomby seems to be somewhat enjoying the carnage here. Gusset plate in hand, and Shaw stops him. Just that one push, sending Tomby out of the ring. The power of Mordecai Shaw on display. Oh, Shaw in possession of a knife. Are you kidding me? And on what does Tomby have here? Syringe hands, you could call him. Needles used as part of the tattooing process, now to be used as part of Tomby's striking game. He's slashing Mordecai Shaw with those needles. It's knife versus syringe. Oh my God! Syringe is for. Oh, God almighty. Tomby tasting the blood, possibly tasting victory as he stabs the forehead again of Mordecai Shaw. Look at the size of that knife, that blade, that hatchet in the hands of Tomby now. Oh my God! Tomby slicing Shaw! Would be violent, but my God, Tomby taking this to another level. And this bloody, but still somehow moving monster clubbing away at Tomby. We are seeing what Mordecai Shaw is built out of in a match like this. He's had his head sliced to smithereens, but he is still moving. And he has bad intentions with that table. Oh, but Tomby stopping the rot there. Baseball bat to the back. Tomby rearranging the furniture in the ring. Two tables set up with tattoo instruments in order to determine the winner. I think Tomby's going to use the table as a weapon. Oh, wait 1 second. Backdrop by Shaw. And Shaw picking up Tomby. Choke slam through that table. The table collapsing around the weight of Tomby. And Shaw is far from done. Oh, whoa! Collateral damage on behalf of the referee, trying to clear detritus in this ring. Ref's been wiped out here. Tommy driving that wood into the head of Shaw. Shaw is just a bloodied mess at this point. Double underhook by Tommy. One of these two is going to leave with a tattoo, and it's looking like Tommy is going to be the tattooist as he drives Shaw through the table, and the table, god damn it, the table explodes. Tommy just dragging what remains of Mordecai Shaw, but somehow, how in the holy hell is Shaw still fighting? Baseball bat right to the head and across the back again, and Tommy treated Shaw like he's a road spike. The blood of Mordecai Shaw all over the overalls. And this beast seems to have well and truly been slain here by Tommy, but the deed is yet to be done. But Shaw's still moving. How in the hell is Shaw still moving here? Still some fight in Mordecai, despite the damage. Tommy's got that tattooing. Did he just drink some? Oh my God, ink in the face! Tattoo ink in the face, in the open wounds of Mordecai Shaw. Oh my God, desperation move by Tommy. Just using that tattoo ink as a poison mist. And now Tommy is... Oh, Jesus Christ! Stabbing the hand! More oh, look at the skewers in the hand of Shaw! Right to the head, and Shaw, for sure, is out! Tommy's got cling film wrap. Was it the wrap that they would use, I believe, to protect the tattoo after completion? Not a tattooist, I'm afraid. I know some great tattooists. I'm not one myself, but I believe that wrap is normally used for that. It's not used to hold a man in place, and Tommy is choking the life out of Shaw. Shaw is unconscious. This 7-foot monster has been brought to heel. One arm trapped in the turnbuckle with skewers. The other arm wrapped up on the other side. And look, and here comes Tommy, that electric tattoo gun. Oh my God. Driving that needle into the skin. CXW tattooed on the skin of Shaw, and Tommy wins! Victories in wrestling come and go. You win some, you lose some, but there has never been a match like this where an opponent will have a permanent reminder of the night they lost in this ring. Mordecai Shaw has been tattooed with CXW by that man right there. A violent affair from the very beginning, but that man proves once again, not only is he the master of the tattoo, he is the master of hardcore wrestling. Tommy wins the first ever tattoo match anywhere in the world, and it's right here at CXW.
Are we ready for our main event of the evening? I said, are we ready for our main event of the evening? The following contest is an Extreme Rules Tag Team Deathmatch. And it is for the undisputed CXW Tag Team Championships!
The history-making father-son deathmatch tag team have arrived in Braintree for our main event. We have no tag team champions here in CXW. Before we leave tonight, we will have undisputed CXW tag team champions here in Braintree, and it could go to the deathmatch father-son combo of Jack Harrop and Iceman. The deathmatch granddad, the European Deathmatch Hall of Famer, who carved out his name in blood, sweat, and tears across the continent against some of the absolute best to wrestle in this environment. His son watched his dad with pride and said, "Dad, when I grow up, I want to do what you do." And whilst he never wished this world on his own flesh and blood, Iceman had to step back and go, "My boy's pretty good at this." And Jack Harrop has carved his own name on the European deathmatch scene, and he is a bright star on the international circuit now too. But they have never been tag team champions. That is 3 seconds away from changing here in Braintree, here at CXW Extreme 6. Hell of an ovation here in Braintree. Will the titles rock down to Electric Avenue this evening? There is a roadblock in their way though. He is a one-of-one on the deathmatch scene. He has taken on the biggest and the best that this business has to offer. Tonight, an opportunity to hold CXW Gold. Hell of an ovation for Big Effin' Joe here in Braintree. former CXW Extreme Champion, the second ever Extreme Champion. A title that he clutched for 162 days. And he is tonight preparing to become a doubles champion, perhaps. And as we know, he has recruited one hell of a tag team partner. Seriously. First time seeing Tim Strange in a shirt and tie. Compliments the Stetson. Don't be fooled by the smile and the warmth around Big Effin' Joe and Tim Strange. These two are ready to fight. They have beaten the ever-loving shit out of each other across the wrestling landscape, but tonight they form an unholy union, and they could be the next CXW Tag Team Champions. Oh, they're getting on just fine. Oh, it's a four-way. Who? All the love leading to all the death in our main event of the evening.
Introducing first, he is the most electrifying man in Deathmatch wrestling, and he is the #1 international Deathmatch wrestler of the year, their opponents. Oh, and his dad's here as well. Who just happens to be a British hardcore legend and the European Deathmatch Hall of Famer. This is Iceman! And their opponents, they are the team of Big Effin' Joe! And the hardcore house, Tim Strange! They are the Big Effin' Brawls!
Look at this silly cunt right here, look at him. What the fuck does he think he looks like?
Big Joe.
It's you, motherfucker, #1 international deathmatch wrestler. How fucking dare you?
Friendship to one side, and it is time to fight the main event of Extreme 7. Extreme Deathmatch Tag Team Styling to crown undisputed CXW Tag Team Champions. fans surrounding the ring as the Harrods and the Big Effing Bros drop bombs to kick off our Extreme Tag Team Deathmatch main event. Light tubes, light tubes, light tubes. A litany of light tubes, a cacophony of crashes to the head. Breaking bulbs, breaking bones, all for the love of the game. And this ring already looks like a war zone within 25 seconds of this match starting, but we expected no less. Big chop by Tim Strange, no stranger to this environment. And the Big Effing Bros running roughshod on a bloodied Iceman and a bloody Jack Harrop. And that is one way to cap off a huge show like this. Big Joe, Tim Strange charging the corner. Joe misses, and Iceman and Jack Harrop taking over on the Big Effing Bros. Are we thinking an Iceman classic? A Jack Harrop staple now. It ain't hard to fall, boys, when you float like a cannonball. Tandem cannonballs from the father-son Deathmatch dynasty. And gusset plate to the head of Tim Strange. Blood drawn on the face of the hardcore horse, who returns it in kind. Oh, as Joe drives a light tube into the particulars of Iceman. Outside the ring, Big Joe sizing. Oh! Joe getting down and dirty as Jack Harrop gets high and mighty with those light tubes as a whole row of tubes stuck together. Joe and Iceman squared off outside the ring. Here comes Jack. Wait, Tim Strange reverses. Oh, Harrop avoided it. Oh, Tim Strange avoids it. Not for long. Drop kick. And Strange with light tubes in places he'll regret in the morning. As Iceman just grinds at the head of Big Joe. Oh, Joe has been bloodied outside the ring. Iceman slowly giving chase. With blood in his eyes. Meanwhile, Harrop going to suplex Tim Strange. It's a small list of people that can suplex Tim Strange as he Russian leg sweeps Jack Harrop onto the gusset plate. There's a shot with a light tube to Iceman, and Tim Strange did that Russian leg sweep, hurt the back as well. Look at the blood splatters on his back, and there's a gusset plate to Big Joe on a board courtesy of Iceman. Thick and fast violence that is a nightmare to keep up with. Gusset plate to the arm. I'd rather be calling it than doing it as Big Joe wipes out Iceman. Tim Strange is rocking, wobbly legs for the cowboy. Oh, and a gusset plate to the leg. For the first time, Tim Strange and Jack Harrop taking it outside the ring as Big Joe just lighting up Iceman outside the ring. Winners of this carnage because become the third ever CXW Tag Team Champions. First the UK Pitbulls, then British Top Team. There's 3 question marks waiting for who's next. Oh, and Jack Harrop and Iceman turning the tables on the big effing bros. Just light tubes all over the bodies of all 4 of these men. Now steel chairs introduced to the carnage. Strange sending Jack Harrop into the turnbuckle. As what's Big Joe? Big Joe with another weapon there. Is that lighter fluid? Big Joe's got lighter fluid. As Iceman just cracks another light tube over the head of Big Joe. This match is peeling out of the Institute. We knew the ring couldn't contain them. We kind of hoped the building could. Splash onto that barricade with Jack Harrop trapped underneath. Oh, this one's slipping out of the Institute. I believe that. Big hello to our friends at Essex Police. If you're getting a phone call right now about an incident taking place outside the Institute, don't worry about it. All under control. We're just crowning new tag champs at CXW. And the fans out here as well. It's been raining for the last couple of hours here in Braintree. That ground is wet and slippery. But I don't think any of these guys could give a damn. It could be snowing for all they care. Oh, they barricade out of nowhere. Big Joe rocked and shocked by it. As Big Joe squares off with Jack Harrop, we've got Iceman over at the other side of the car park. With Tim Strange as Joe is striking on gouge to the eyes by Harrop, slowing down Big Joe, but Joe puts the blockers on that. Suplex onto the tarmac. Absolutely no forgiving, no forgetting on that tarmac. Meanwhile, over at the other side of the car park, there is Iceman, there is Tim Strange calling each other on, a chop fest, and you see Iceman's blood all over that brick wall of the adjacent building. There goes the neighborhood, as they say, as these 4 warriors battle back towards the Institute. This match is going to finish in the ring by the looks of it. And here comes Big Joe launching a chair as the Harrops re-enter. And the fans not far behind them either. My God, what a battle we have seen for the CXW Undisputed Tag Team titles, held vacant until this night. Iceman back in the ring. There's a table in there now. As if there weren't more weapons that needed to be introduced. Now we've got a goddamn table in there. Bad intentions by Iceman, the European Deathmatch Hall of Famer. Oh, there's a chair to the head from Big Joe. No airs and graces, just a chair right to the skull. Is that a television? A thin plasma TV has been placed between 2 chairs. I have a feeling they're not taking it to CEX. Look at the state of Tim Strange. That shirt was whiter than white when it arrived. It is covered in the crimson of the hardcore hots, as well as other people's crimson. Suplex blocked by Iceman, but to be Tim Strange in a tough position there. And Tim is dazed on that middle rope. Is that a coat hanger? And now being fish hooked by a metal coat hanger by Big Effing Joe. The blood pouring down the head of Iceman. Oh my God, look at Iceman. Oh, Jack getting wiped out. Rodeo time and Tim Strange riding the Iceman. It is high noon here in Braintree as the Big Effing Bros look to ride off into the sunset as CXW Tag Team Champions. More light tubes than a sale at Halfords. And here comes Jack Harrop. I meant to say home base, but fuck it. As light tube spine buster just wipes out Big Joe. These four bloodied and battered. Oh, Jack Harrop with a plant pot and Tim Strange's cowbell. More cowbell. You don't mess with another man's cowbell. Oh, what's Jack thinking? Jack thinking something. Oh, whatever he was thinking. Big Joe put a stop to it with that boot. Make it a second. Make it a third. And oh my God! Jack Harrop dropped onto the TV and Joe sent crashing after him. Harrop sent through that TV. Big Joe out the ring now, and we've got Iceman and Tim Strange, bloodied but not broken, left in the ring here. Oh, chairs across the head of Iceman and the back of Jack Harrop, and now right to the head of Harrop, courtesy of Joe. Judging by the inside of that box, we're down to our last handful of light tubes here at CXW Extreme 6. And Iceman is going to use it as the punctuation mark on this match. A rare trip up top for the Deathmatch Grandad. When he lands it, it means victory, but Joe is there to stop him. Big Joe putting the stoppers on what Iceman was attempting. Tim Strange wrapping it up, breaking the remainder of those light tubes. And Harrop has been just wiped out by chair shots and shots with the TV. Jack Harrop out of it outside the ring. Can't get in to help his dad out in any way. Looks like Tim Strange has some bad intentions for Iceman on that top rope. And Big Joe, for good measure, just driving Jack Harrop through that plywood. Oh wait, Tim Strange pouring lighter fluid onto that table. Oh my God, is Tim trying to set the table on fire? Well, the table's been outside in the rain. This might go against the best plans of the Big Effing Bros here.
Who is it?
Well, the weather doing a run-in on this match. That table's sodden. And well, Big Joe's going to attempt more lighter fluid here. Oh, and Tim offering his shirt. I mean, I doubt he was going to wash it and wear it again. Whoa, there we go. Oh, immediately. The fire went out. That table like just a mass of blood and material, and we're trying another lighter now. Oh, but this just isn't happening. Big Effing Joe's had a great plan. But no luck. Oh, no. But the table's still there, but the table ain't going anywhere. Good afternoon, Matthew Gregg, how you doing? And the big effing pro is just desperately trying to set this table alight. As we say, the table's been outside in the rain, as far as I know. And now a suplex onto the table, which is just not giving away. Well, Iceman has trimmed down for this match, and I think it's paying dividends now. The tighter, lighter, brighter Iceman is not going through that table, but he's eating light tube shots. One more time with feeling. And finally, that table gives way. I am the table. And Tim Strange with a body splash. And Big Joe joins in. A cover. And the Big Effing Bros are Big Effing champions. One hell of a fight for the right to call themselves CXW Tag Team Champions. Broken bones, blood, sweat, a lot of light tubes. Some damage that the council are going to report, no doubt. Something, oh, Jack Harp holding his arm. Jack Harp may have glass in his arm, and a table that did not want to say quit. Through it all, we have crowned undisputed CXW Tag Team Champions.
I'm going to be straight with you. It's not been the best fucking year for me. It's not been the best year for any of us, right? World War III, AI, all that bullshit. I'm going to fucking keep it real. Kickstarter is definitely a fucking wanker. But look, I just want to call the bullshit. In Deathmatch, there is fucking life, and you guys support me fucking life, because fuck me, I needed this week. All you motherfuckers that turned up on fucking Mother's Day are having possibly the fucking worst day of my fucking life. Thank you. All this fucking Deathmatch shit is bullshit, but what you guys make me feel right here is fucking real.
Well, there's nothing I can say that can top the words of your new CXW Tag Team Champion. One half of the Big Effing Bros, Big Effing Joe. CXW indeed. Thank you for joining us. I've been Tom Campbell. We will see you back in the Institute for our Deathmatch Weekender at the end of May here at CXW